All right, homework for Thursday. First question, find the greatest common factor of 27 and 36. So when we see the word factor, we have to be thinking factor, factor, tree, or factor, factor, rainbow. So for this one, I'm going to do a factor tree. So for 27, factors of 27 are 1 and 27. There's nothing times 2 that equals 27. 3, there's another factor that goes with that one, 3 and 9. There's nothing times 4 that equals 27. There's nothing times 5 that equals 27. Nothing times 6 or 7 or 8, but there is something times 9. Now our other factor, 36. This one has a lot of factors to go with this one. So the first two are 1 and 36. It's even, so 2 is going to go into it, 2 and 18. 3 and 12. 4 and 9. And then a squared factor of 6 and 6. So we listed all of our factors. Now we circle the ones they have in common. They both have 1, they both have 3, and they both have 9. So the greatest factor they both have is 9. Next question, write a division statement for this array. So we have to find our total number, which is our dividend. So let's look at the array. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. So our dividend is 16. Our divisor is 4, which makes our quotient 4 as well. And you can kind of see that that 16 is divided up into 4 equal groups. They're subtracted out into 4 groups, which is what division is. All right, next problem is estimating the dividend. So we have 374 divided by 6. We have to figure out which of these is a compatible number of 6. There's 1 on here again. We can eliminate right off the bat, and that's D because the divisor changes. When we are estimating with division, our divisor does not change. Our dividend is the only thing that changes. So we cover up the 4 and figure out what times 6 is close to 37 without going over. So for this, we can skip count. Let's do that. 6, 18, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and I can see right here if I were to keep going to 42, that'd be too high. So what's closest to 37 without going over? Well, that's 36. And that 4 changes to a 0. So the best answer would be A. And if we were to divide 360 divided by 6, it would be 60. All right, next question is asking us to round the same number, but to different place values. So this is a good review from our number sense unit way back in August and September. So the first number, 598,521, we're rounding to the nearest thousands place, which is the 8. So we can write our numbers on the number line. 598,000 here. We add 1,000 to it, 599,000 here. Our midpoint, 598,500. So then we figure out where would this number go on our number line. Is it greater than 598,000? Yeah, because we have that 521 there. Is it greater than 598,500? Yes, it is, because this is 521. So it's going to go here. And 5 or more means we raise the score, and it estimates to 599,000. All right, next part of this question asks us to round the same number but to the different place value. So it's asking us to round to the 10,000s. So which digit is in the 10,000s place? That's our 9. So over here we have 590,000. If we add 10,000 to it, we get 600,000. And then our midpoint would be 595,000. So we ask ourselves, where would 598,000 go? And hopefully you're already comparing these numbers to see where they're going to go. Or looking at the digit behind, right, and saying 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. So it's greater than 590,000, because this is 598. It's greater than 595,000, because this is 598,000. So this one's going to be right about here and raise the score to 600,000. Next question. It says estimate and then find the exact answer and compare. So it's asking us to do both of these because estimating helps make our lives easier and we can find the answer quicker, but let's see how close our estimated product is to our exact answer. So let's estimate. 54 estimated would be closest to 50. 37 estimated would be closer to 40. When we multiply, we can cover up those zeros. 5 times 4 is 20. And there's 2 zeros here, so that makes it 2,000. So now let's multiply these factors and see what the product will be. I'm going to show you doing the traditional method. So 54 times 37. First we start with 7 times 4, which is 28. Carry our 2. 7 times 5 is 35, plus 2 is 37. Cross out what we don't need, drop down, add our placeholder. 4 times 3 is 12, carry our 1. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16. Now we add 8 plus 0, 7, 8, 9. 6 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 plus 0, 1. 1,998. So when we look at these two answers, wow, they're really, really close together. So that shows us that our estimating is actually a really good strategy for finding the answer that's close to it. Next question, listen for what computation you're going to use to solve this one. Miss Forgus had 24 roadie tickets and gave them to 6 classes. How many roadie tickets did each class receive? So what computation is it where you have a total number and putting them into equal groups and subtracting it out? That's division. So you have 24 total tickets here. That's our dividend. Our divisor will be the 6 classes. And our quotient will be how many each class got. Number of tickets for each class. So that's going to be the multiplication problem. What times 6 equals 4? Excuse me, what times 6 equals 24? That's 4. Final answer. Make sure you're showing your work on your homework. Alright, Virginia Studies, number 1. Who granted a charter to the Virginia Company of London? This was the group that wanted to go to the New World, so who gave them permission? A. King George. B. General Assembly. C. John Smith. D. King James. So there's 2 kings here. You've got to know which one it is. Think about what they named their first capital. King James. All right, number 2, connecting to the first question. A charter is what? So what's the definition of a charter? Is it a proclamation? B, a document. C, an advertisement. D, an announcement. So the best answer for here is a document because it was most likely a permission slip, which is what you were thinking it might have been looking for. Number 3, this is the name of the army that the colonists were a part of. So this is part of our vocabulary we got of what army the colonists were part of. Was it A, patriot, B, continental, C, loyalist, D, surrender? Well, we can kind of eliminate surrender because that doesn't mean any group's name. The rest are kind of groups' names, but the best answer is the Continental Army, and I like to think of continental colonist. Number 4, this is a person who wanted to become independent from Great Britain, meaning they wanted to break off. They wanted to be their own country. It's A, patriot, B, continental, C, loyalist, D, surrender. Well, there's a few we can eliminate again. Surrender means to give up, which isn't on here. Continental was this group, so we can eliminate that. So look at these words, patriot and loyalist. Loyalists were people who wanted to remain loyal to the king. So those are people who did not want to become independent. So the best answer is A, patriot. Number 5, this is a person who remained loyal to Great Britain. Ah, look at that root word, loyal, loyal. That's going to help you with your answer. A patriot? Well, no, because that's the person who wanted independence. B, continental? No, that's the name of the army that the colonists were a part of. C, loyalist? Well, that makes sense. D, surrender. That means to give up. All right, there's your homework checker.